Have you ever felt like you have all the talent in the world, but you just can't seem to get things done? You know exactly what you want to be, but when it's time to work, your mind just drifts away. Let's talk about Ryan. Ryan was that kid everyone called gifted. In his small town, people knew him as the smart boy. He didn't have to try very hard to get good grades, and because of that, he had a massive dream. He was going to be a doctor, but Ryan had a secret enemy. It wasn't a bully, and it wasn't a lack of money. It was his own brain. His mind was restless. It was like a monkey jumping from branch to branch. Every evening, Ryan would sit at his desk. He would open his biology book, ready to study. But within 5 minutes, his hand would automatically reach for his pocket. He'd check a notification. Then he'd open Facebook. Then he'd watch a funny video on YouTube. Before he knew it, the evening was gone. He would tell himself, "It's okay, I'm smart. I'll just study double tomorrow." He kept saying later, but later never came. His parents warned him. His teachers told him, "Ryan, focus is more important than intelligence." But Ryan just brushed it off. He thought his natural talent would save him. Then came the reality check, the big scholarship exam. This was the ticket to his dream of medical school. Ryan went in confident, but when the results came out, his world collapsed. He didn't just miss the top spot. He failed. He watched his friends, kids he thought were less smart than him, celebrating. They had studied every day. They had discipline. Ryan had nothing but regret. That night, sitting in his dark room, the shame hit him hard. He realized that being smart means nothing if you can't control yourself. He knew he had to change, or his dream was dead. He didn't go to a tuition center. Instead, he went to the school gymnasium to find Coach Miller. Coach Miller was an old-school physical education teacher. He didn't just teach sports. He taught character. Legend had it that he could turn the laziest kids into the most disciplined men. Ryan walked up to him and said, "Coach, I'm broken. I sit down to work, but I can't. My mind goes everywhere. I need to know how to focus on studying without getting distracted. Please help me." Coach Miller didn't lecture him. He just smiled and said, "Come with me." He took Ryan out to the grassy field behind the school. He handed Ryan a toy bow and a single arrow. He pointed to a target board far away. "Hit the center," the coach said. "Let's see where your focus is." Ryan pulled the string back. He tried to aim, but he was noticing the wind. He was looking at the trees, shaking in the distance. He was thinking about his failed exam. He released the arrow, and it missed the board completely. Coach Miller laughed softly. "I asked you to hit the center, but tell me, Ryan, what did you see before you let go of the arrow?" Ryan said, "I saw the target, but I also saw the trees, the grass, and the birds flying over there." The coach nodded. "That is why you failed. You are seeing everything. A master archer sees only the bullseye. The rest of the world disappears. Ryan, your problem is that you are letting the world in. When you study, you are thinking about the phone, the TV, the window. To win, you must be blind to everything except your goal." He asked, "Coach, how do I do that?" Coach Miller sat him down on the bench and gave him a blueprint. He said, "I'm going to give you 4 rules. If you follow them, you will become the master of your mind." Rule number 1, the coach said, "Catch your thoughts. Your mind will wander. That is natural. But the moment you realize you are daydreaming, you must stop. Rule number 2, build a routine. Your brain loves habits. If you study at a different time every day, your brain gets confused. Pick a time, stick to it. Eventually, your brain will automatically switch into work mode at that hour." Rule number 3, the coach continued, "Look looking very serious. You have to stop wasting time on digital distractions. This is the hardest one. When you work, the phone must be in another room. If it's on your desk, you have already lost. And finally, rule number 4, start small. Don't try to study for 10 hours today. You will burn out. Build the muscle slowly. Consistency beats intensity. Ryan took these rules to heart. The next day, he put his phone in the kitchen drawer and went to his room. I won't lie to you. The first week was painful. Ryan's mind was screaming for dopamine, but every time he felt the urge, he remembered the arrow missing the target. Slowly, 10 minutes of focus became 30. 30 became an hour. He stopped saying, "I'll do it later," and started saying, "I'll do it now." Months passed. The next big exam arrived. This time, Ryan didn't walk in with arrogance. He walked in with quiet confidence. He didn't look around at the other students. He looked at his paper, just like he looked at the target. When the results came out, Ryan was at the top of the list. He had secured the scholarship. He had his future back. If this story helped you realize something about your own life, please hit that like button so we can reach more people who need to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe to MetaBloom Stories for more videos that help you grow.